So you have an anti-age and a muscle relax for the traps. For the chest, it's just toning, just tightening. That's it. Now, for man boobs, you use the stomach, fat-free setting on the stomach,
Okay.
and just use fat removal stomach for that.
Okay.
Could you do an acne treatment not on the face, like
On
from
the
the
back?
back?
Yes.
Okay, and that would be just under the acne, but you're just applying it to the back.
You go to the women's acne
Women's
treatment,
acne.
go colder.
Okay.
Go a little
Gotcha.
colder.
That is always colder.
For back me.
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
the back skin though is like thicker. So would you do maybe
Make
do
it
the
colder.
man's?
Well, no, do the women's, but go colder.
Go colder.
Yeah. Unless it's steroid induced. So for fat removal, so you see it's a minute at 40, right? And then you go into 22 minutes at -8, so it's 2 degrees colder. That's it for men. And then 2 at 39. So it's just about the same amount of time, it's just colder there. Then when you go to legs, you have same thing, fat removal, toning, and you have tissue stimulation. Remember, tissue stimulation and toning, the difference is, so like on my arms, I have crepey skin, but I have good muscle tone. So I would just use toning on my arms. If I had poor muscle tone and the skin was hanging here, I'd use tissue stim instead of toning. That's how you decide. If you're really unsure with somebody, do tissue stim on one arm and toning on the other, see which one works better, and then go back over the other arm again, okay? Chances are you're probably
interesting.
gonna use toning more than you are tissue stim, a lot more than you're gonna use tissue stim.
Okay.
You're gonna use tissue stim most on a turkey neck.
Just like a hanging tissue,
Hanging tissue,
not really.
yeah.
Okay.
And then you get to the butt, it's fat removal and toning. Arm, same thing. And then you have the shoulder area, fat removal and toning, and the lower back area, fat removal and toning. So it's very simplistic architecture.
Okay.
This is, you'll have a few cases where you may need to use the female, but that's okay. But it's much simpler.
I got a couple questions.
Sure.
One is, you mentioned that hair, you have to lower the temperature. Do you ever work with like one of those waxing studios to say, hey, go over there for a session?
I know some
Keep
people
yourself
that are, but you know, I had a guy.
Yeah, because there's a lot of waxing places around. I don't know whether they're in Westfield. They're in Westfield now, right? Yeah.
I had a guy
That might be a
in,
good package.